What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another haul video and some 3D prints that I've been working on. These are a couple pickups from local stores, a couple from Mercari, a couple from Amazon, and of course Big Bad Toy Store, because I do love their Pile of Loot feature. And I just wanted to show off some stuff. Mainly I want to show off the 3D printed stuff. I've been having a real good time with my Flash Forge Adventure 3 3D printer, and if you have not got into 3D printing, I would suggest that model. I don't know a lot about technology or software, but it was a plug and play unit, and I haven't had any issues, major issues. I've had small issues with prints, quality and whatnot, but a simple Google search or whatnot helped me on my way to that. So let's go ahead and get started with this right quick. Picked up a couple of Transformers. I have a Silver Streak right here. I'm not sure if this is a Target exclusive, but I sold my Masterpiece Transformers, but there were two Masterpieces that I kept. One was this version. I kept it in car mode, and of course my Hot Rod figure, and the rest I sold. But I just love this color scheme on this unit right here. And as you know, I'm not into Masterpieces anymore, but I do enjoy the retail stuff, and happy to have it to the collection. It looks gorgeous. So we got that. The next one I picked up was this right here, this little Ravage. And I don't pick up any of the movie figures, but I wanted a Ravage for my shelf to be alongside my Soundwave from Earthrise, or whichever one it is. But I really like the way this Ravage looks. It isn't so compact or anything, so and it scales well with the retail stuff. And yeah, I just really like this. I saw this figure review with T-Man 978, and I instantly went on the hunt for it. So it's a real nice looking figure. So we got that. The next one we got is this, gosh, I cannot recall his name. I'm having a brain freeze. But we got this one right here. I can't believe I forgot that. But he just came in. He turns into a microscope, part of the 86 series. I cannot believe I cannot remember his name. Isn't that sad? But this is a gorgeous looking figure right here. Looks really great. And it's phenomenal what they're doing with the 86 series line. But we have that one right there. Then we have Blaster, which I have his cassette in here. I don't like the translucent quality on it, but I just stuck it in there and let it be on its merry way. But this Blaster is phenomenal. I had watched several reviews on this, and just having it in hand is just mind-boggling how well it is. Ha! Perceptor. There we go. So we have Blaster, as I was saying, and this is just a very nice looking figure. And I've never had a Blaster for the collection, and he's going to look good on the shelf with the rest of my retail Transformers. So happy to have that. As you know, I took down my Star Wars display, but I'm still picking up the figures. I'm just not cracking them open until I come up with a better idea or better display. But from the archive line, we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi right there. So that looks pretty nice. So happy to have that one. Next one is another Star Wars figure, and this is from the Mandalorian. This is the Incinerator Trooper right here. So happy to have this. I paid about $10 extra on Amazon for it, but it was the first time I've seen it for about $30, so I scooped it up. Really like that fire effect that it comes with, and the gun really looks good. Now, someone said that the tank might be a little messed up, like backwards, but I don't care. It's going to look good with my Empire folks once I get them back up and running. The next one I picked up was this Human Torch figure. I didn't pick up any of the other Fantastic Four figures. I'm happy with the Walgreens figures. They do well on the shelf. I do prefer the darker uniform, but the lighter color blue, it doesn't bother me as much. But when I seen this Human Torch coming out, I really dug this simply because of the color and the lines and whatnot. So I did pre-order this one. Again, this is a nice wave. I didn't too much care for the face on Invisible Woman. I did like how this one came with a doctor's lab coat. No major changes with the Thing. Other than, you know, paint and whatnot. I do want to eventually get Psycho Man and High Evolutionary, but they're not like on my super want list. I've seen them in stores and whatnot, but they do look great. They really look nice. But so we got the Human Torch right there. The next figure I got, I really was looking forward to getting. Now, it comes with a baseball bat accessory, but this is Marvel's Hammerhead right here. And as you know, I love suited characters, and I love gangster-like characters. And the Hammerhead that I have in the collection is the one that came with the 3 masks. I want to say J. Jonah, of course, Hammerhead, and the Chameleon, I think. So I want to dig it up and, you know, put Chameleon back on there, since I have this one as my Hammerhead. But this is a really nice looking figure. I've got the Marvel Shocker from this wave. I didn't pick up any more. The Hobgoblin looks pretty good. I've passed on it a couple times. I've yet to see Ben Reilly, Symbiote, and Spider-Man Armor Mark 1. They look good. They look really good, but you know, this one really jumped out at me, so I scooped it up. The next figure I picked up is, he's a pretty big boy, is the Marvel Select Immortal Hulk right here. And this is a very nice looking Hulk. I came close to canceling this pre-order because I've already got a real nice Hulk in the collection, the one that came out with the first appearance of Wolverine. But the more reviews I've seen on this, the more it just kept telling me to keep him. And he looks great. And you know, Marvel Select, their sculpt and paintwork is always phenomenal. Their articulation is somewhat questionable at times, but oh, there went J. Jonah. But this really looks nice. It really looks nice. So he's beefy. So we got him in the collection, so I'm happy with that. The next thing I got was the NECA Mummy figure. Now this is the color version. It is not the black and white version right here. But I canceled the pre-order on this along with all the werewolves. And I just had too many, you know, things getting ready to ship out. So it was, you know, triage time. Do I want to keep this? Not keep this? So I ran across this in the store. And it looked good, and I regretted giving up the pre-order, so I scooped it up, and he'll go well with my Frankenstein figure. So really looks great. I'm glad I got it for the collection. The next couple of things I got is part of that mini brands. Now, of course, some of this stuff does not scale at all with 1/12 scale figures. I will hold up J. Jonah to give you an idea. But some things you can actually fudge in photography, if I can get that up and running once I get a little display station set up again. But you have this Mentos, which is a little too big. But if you were building like a diorama of a gas station, this will look good as a display for smaller packs of Mentos. So you got to take that into account. Let's see if we can get it back some. So yeah, that's a little too big. We got this right here, again, a little too big, but if you put it way in the background, you know, and not too much of the focus perspective of the photo, it might come in looking okay. This, I think, scales pretty well. You can have it on a kitchen shelf or whatnot, coming out the store carrying some Kool-Aid, and Spider-Man's coming to take it, so you can fudge that one in. You could definitely fudge this one in a little bit. Shake and Bake right there. And these mini brands are pretty cool. I don't know if you can see too well, but the details are pretty unique on these. And then the last one is the Hot Tamales, which again is way too big. But again, if you were building like a gas station or convenience store, it looked good just sitting on the shelf for smaller packs of hot tamales maybe. So it's, you know, hit or miss with those. And I'll be honest, it's fun just buying them and seeing what all's in the package. Now the next thing I want to show you is the 3D prints. And some of these you might have already seen before, but let's see. This is just a test square when you're running the 3D printer, but I want to keep those because you can use them for whatever, you know, with pictures, and they're built pretty solid depending on the infill that you use with it. But could be some speakers, could be whatever you want, you know. All right, so I've showed you the fire hydrant before, if I'm not mistaken. So I came up with, well, I didn't come up with it. It was on Thingiverse, and it's about this big, but I didn't like the size of it too well. It just seemed a little too skinny, per se. So I took the same file, and in the slicing software, I pumped it up a little bit with the numbers, and I got this one right here, which kind of scales a little bit better. And as you can tell, it's the same exact thing. It's just I increased the scale on it by the height and then the width this way and this way. So yeah, real happy the way this turned out. So we got that, and of course I was pumping out a bunch of them because you never know what you're going to need them for. The next thing I did were traffic cones, and I did 3 different sizes. So one is, let's see if we can get this straight, 50 millimeters, 40 millimeters, and then 30 millimeters. And to give you an idea, there is the 30 millimeter next to J. Jonah. Here is the 40 millimeter, which seems to be the best size to really do something with. And then of course the 50 millimeter, which is pretty darn big. And I'm gonna spray paint these orange and, you know, just do some things with it. I got some made up for a guy. If you haven't checked him out, Crazy 8 Mule. I will try to remember to put his Instagram address in the description down below so you can check out his IG. I made a couple of those wall urinals, and he put his magic touch on it, and they came out phenomenal. So definitely check out his Instagram. He's always doing action figure photography, dio builds and whatnot. But the way he put that paint on them wall urinals makes me all hesitant on trying it myself. I mean, he came out the gates with a win. The next thing I want to show you that I came across on Thingiverse is, I don't know what really to call this, traffic barrier, traffic, you know, cone. You'll see them a lot on the interstate when they're merging like X amount of lanes into maybe one lane. But right there you have that. It looks kind of messy because that's what the raft sits on right there. But to give you an idea, there it is scaled next to a Marvel Legend. Of course, you paint this up orange, and a couple of the layers you put white maybe. It'll look real good. Now I do have to put supports in there when it's printing. However, when I'm going to get the supports out, this piece right here usually breaks off. So what I do is I put 3 drops of glue, reattach it after I get the supports. Easy peasy. But these look really good, and you can see I've made several. So if you're doing a diorama and it's on the sidewalk, and let's say there's a manhole cover or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stand, it blocks the view or someone from walking in. right there. So that's pretty much it. Not a huge haul, but a lot of figures that I like. I've been trying to mainly pick up ones that I really want to add to the collection. I've been selling off a lot of my stuff, like extras or whatnot, on the Macari app, and that's how I got my 3D printer. And other than that, they were just sitting in totes. So I enjoyed them for a time, and hopefully they went to a home where they could be appreciated and whatnot. But that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're into 3D printing, let me know. If you want an STL file or where I got these at, I'll try to put the link of where I got it. Because sometimes on Thingiverse it can be a little troublesome searching for things. And please like and subscribe. And it's just a small little corner of YouTube where I like to talk hauls and just hobby life. All right, appreciate you watching. Later. Happy hunting and good collecting.